Hello everybody, I'm going to be starting my stream in a couple of minutes. I'm looking forward to chit-chatting all Vancouver Canucks draft lottery and all this other shenanigans that's been going on with you guys in a bit. See you soon. Alright guys, we're going to get started in 2 minutes here. I'm just finishing grabbing some things, but we're going to get started in a couple of minutes here, so just hang tight. I just want to make sure everything's going to be running fine, alright? Hello everybody, what is going on? It's Jacob Doodle here, and we are going to be talking all things Vancouver Canucks on the eve of the lottery day, Christmas, or however you want to call it based off where we're going to be picking, but we're going to be talking about it. And also, we're going to be talking about the Vancouver Canucks general manager search as well. I have the latest information on all of that lovely stuff, so it should be a lot of fun chit-chatting with you guys as usual. If you guys want to be a part of the show, feel free to leave a comment on either Twitter or on YouTube. Either location is perfectly fine. I should be able to see it And if you have any questions or any comments, I can get you on the show. I can highlight it just like this right here from I am Rappy8791. Haven't been home to catch you live in a while. I hope you're doing well. Been enjoying all the mock draft content. I've had a feeling we'll be getting McKenna for a while. I have to watch work for work tomorrow. I'm doing great. I'm really excited, but I'm a little, I don't know if the word nervous is the right word for the draft, because like I'm just trying to prepare myself to be completely honest that we're going to be picking third, but I want to manifest some like good luck and good vibes too. So I'm really hoping we can pick first as well, or even second on. But then the discussion is going to be fascinating to see what they're going to do, the Vancouver Canucks, especially with if they're going to go with the Malhotra or if they're going to actually stick to Stenberg. That would be pretty fascinating to see if they get that second spot over that first spot. But yeah, lottery day tomorrow. It's going to be something else. It's going to be really interesting to see kind of how everything goes. But before we get into all of that lovely stuff, hey, Sensei, what's going on as well, man? I just don't know who I'll pick if we get the third pick. Right now, honestly, I'm probably leaning towards the Malhotra. Like, I've been seeing him now quite a bit. I'm sure you guys have been seeing a lot, but I've been tracking him for a decent amount of time now. I've watched a lot of his full games, and this is like a player that I believe has a little bit more upside than some people even might think. I actually think his playmaking is arguably one of his best attributes in Malhotra. So if we're picking third, I know it's tough not going with there's so many defenseman options too with Chase Reed, who's a really great skater. The guy can do a little bit of everything. He's a physical guy, but we have a power play guy. Or maybe you go with Albert Smits, who's more of a two-way defenseman if you want to shut down. But again, we have decent defense, and we will go over the roster as well, kind of how I have it before anything kind of starts. But yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see, and we'll talk a little bit more about this as we get going. Now, before we start with all the coverage, I gotta go over to Canucks news summaries here. He's been absolutely amazing with his recaps, so show him some love as usual. And this is Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts, and we're going to go over the GM search first, because this is a really major talking point for the Vancouver Canucks, as you guys probably know. And what's very interesting about this, there is a media availability, by the way, tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. after the draft lottery. Now, is this something we've always done? Because I'm trying to think back if there's always been a media availability after the lottery. I don't remember there being one. Maybe you guys can let me know in chat. That would be great. But I don't think there usually is. This makes me think that there might be a chance that we see them go and actually hire a general manager as of tomorrow. Like that is an actual possibility. So yeah, that's it's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. Yeah, Rappy did mention there that screams that a new general manager has been hired. And we will talk about kind of the candidates as well. But and also, before we get into this, John Garrett passed away, just an absolute legend in the industry. We've talked about this a little bit, but I want to give, again, my condolences to everybody that loved him, knew him. Just an absolute legend in Vancouver, made everybody laugh, smile, and we're going to greatly, greatly miss John. All right, let's go into 32 Thoughts here with Elliot Friedman. And actually, my dog wants some water real quick. So let me just quickly give my dog some water, and then we'll get this started. So just give me one quick second here. It's going to go black for 1 second. He's barking literally. Give me water. He has water, but you want to know what he does? He goes to our bathtub and he wants certain water from the drains or from the what do you call it? The tap. And then we give him nice, fresh, ice frozen water. And he's like, no, I want it from the tap. So he gets it from the tap. It's like, I wish I can just bring my camera with you, but it's attached to my, my, what do you call it? My computer, right? So whatever. What's that? So cute. Yeah. All right. So he got his water. He's happy boy now. All right. Where are we? All right. Pierre Dorion. Yes, this is kind of the newest information we've had now with Pierre. Apparently he's on the list now. He wants more. He wants more water. Are you? He just drank so much. All right, give me a second. He wants more. All right. So funny. All right, where were we? Pierre Dorion. He wasn't surprised when his name surfaced as a candidate. You all know who was surprised? He's going to walk by. There he goes. He got his water. He's happy. Wasn't surprised when his name surfaced as a candidate. You all know who was surprised? I was surprised. I was very much surprised. Absolutely surprised. But I think it would be... if they've done this entire search, right? They went out, they've done this massive search, and then they end up with Pierre. That would be something else. He went through a lot of things with the Senators that are similar to the Canucks. Ownership challenges, ups and downs, times where they expect to contend and don't, and times where they have to rebuild. They have interviewed him face to face. So they have had an in-person interview with Pierre Dorion. Now, if this is just doing due diligence, that's fine. But if this is the guy we end up with, I would be absolutely stunned. Second camera angle. You all know what I'll do? I'll record a video of him drinking from it, and you guys can see him in action. I'm literally in my little boxer, so I turned off my video. You want to see my big booty on stream. Where are we? Canucks have interface face. All right, GM search along with Dorion, Evan Gold, which is a really interesting choice and a lot of respect there for him, and Ryan Bonus, which has he's good friends with pretty much Shane Doan, right? So and the Doan situation, we have a little bit of an update as well. Hard to figure out where Ryan Johnson stands. He's not out, but because he's part of the management team, it's hard to say how many times he's interviewed and what kinds of interviews he's done. Thinks more have interviewed, but doesn't know yet. Now, we don't need to know about Mike Gillis there. Now, on Don and Dolly, Ryan Bonus and Shane Doan. So Ryan Bonus has a good relationship with Shane Doan, all right? If Shane Doan is going to be the president, pretty sure he has something to say about Ryan Bonus. As for Evan Gold, thinks Evan Gold has really impressed with the Vancouver Canucks in interviews, would call him a serious candidate, thinks how he commanded a quick retool in Boston, appeals to ownership. Gold is articulate, smart, comes off from a winning culture. Agents thinks he's a sharp guy. Ryan Johnson wonders that if the longer the search goes on and how it affects Ryan Johnson's chances. Haven't heard much about him, but a lot about other candidates. Doesn't see how Johnson sticks around if he isn't named general manager. As for Jamie Landenberger, he's a smart guy. He had a good first interview. And as for ownership, this process has been an eye-opening experience for them, needing to hear how the team isn't good and there's not much reinforcements, which I guess is kind of true, but like we do have a lot of really good names, especially on defense. Tom Willander, Zeev Buium, and even older guys like Hronek, right? We have good defensemen. We have Pettersson as well on there. And we have Mancini. We have Kudryavtsev, who looked good in his short stint. Like, we have some guys, but obviously it's up front. Like, that's going to be the big problem. Candidates told them the truth, have made the playoffs 2 times, excluding the bubble, in the last 15 years. Let's quickly go to comments road now. Not my knowledge, they have to, but never had a Rutherford to Riggett, so get first overall either way. It would be nice to get first overall, man. I just feel like we're due, man. Like, everything that we saw, orcas literally underneath the bridge today in Vancouver. Like things are changing, right? That's hopefully, right? Hopefully the luck changed a little bit. Rest in peace, Cheech. Absolutely. Kurt's here. Pierre Dorian, Bergevin, Chiarelli, the hire. I am done with this team. How about you hire all 3 of them? Right? You have Chiarelli as the president, right? Pierre as the general manager, and Bergeron as a special advisor. There you go, guys. Here's your dream team. I need a second camera for a puppy drinking angle. That's what I'm saying, man. Maybe I'll set that up. I should just have a little camera, doggy cam, and just follow him around. I'm like obsessed with my dog too. I'm one of those crazy people. Like, there's my dog's on my thing. I'm one of those crazy people that has, like, I don't know, like 75% of my phone is like pictures of my dog. Love my dog, man. All right. Where were we here? All right, next one. Don and Dolly 2. Ray Whitney was told that the new general manager will pick his own staff, but wouldn't be surprised if some who interviewed earlier who brought into the organization for other roles. Heard he had a great interview, but isn't a GM candidate. So it looks like Ray Whitney is going to be out right now. By the way, what's the score in the Ducks game right now? Is it still... Let me take a quick look here. 1-1, eh? Man, maybe I should put that in the background. 1-1. Nice. You think Anaheim might pull this off? I can see them, man. People underestimate Anaheim for sure. Shane Doan compares him to when Trevor Linden was brought in as a president. Everybody has nice things to say about him. Doesn't understand why the Toronto Maple Leafs don't want him involved in their new management group. Raises the possibility that he wants to move back to Western North America. The Ducks just scored 2 seconds before I asked. I am the Duck Whisperer, I guess. That's crazy. I hope they beat Vegas, to be honest. I'd love to see Ducks move on, man. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? Good young up-and-coming team, too. But yeah, that would be nice. So, what's your guys' opinion overall with the general manager kind of push here? How would you guys lean right now if you are the owner right now and you want... You can choose. Who are you hiring? Are you hiring Ryan Johnson? Are you going Shane Doan president with someone else? Are you going with Jamie Landenberg? Are we going with Evan Gold, who has a thing? Are we going with like Ryan Bowen? Like, how would you guys kind of mash this up right now? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and consensus. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this stream, always consider leaving a like. And subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. It would be great to have you guys. A lot of lurkers in here already. I can see ya. What's up? But yeah, it would be great to have you guys on board. And also, if you guys want to help, maybe buy a cup of coffee or some stuff once in a while, you can also super chat or become a member. That would be great as well. I really, really appreciate you guys. All right, let's get to some of the comments here. Ducks just... Oh, sorry. Settle down. There you go. What's up? How's it going, Settle? What's going on, man? Watching the players, we need sturdy guys willing to take and make plays. I've watched a lot of great skating, turns, cutback spins, Hughes McCarr breaking ankle. Well, there is many different ways of building a hockey team. You can build a very fast transition team that is just amazing through the neutral zone and counterattack, you can build a really strong, heavy grinding team like the Florida Panthers won the last 2 cups where they get them inside the corner. Like, those are the type of teams you can win. But a lot of them seem to have a lot of consensus. And one of the consensus is they have size. Now, Carolina is an interesting thing because their second-line center right now is Stankoven, and he's 5'8". So if Carolina does pull out and win the Stanley Cup, maybe you don't need that size down the middle that so many people want. But they are a very experienced, good team, man. Am I going to Greta tomorrow? No, I'm actually working. But I'm working my super early shift. I switched it, so I'm able to see the lottery. I will be able to see the lottery, which is really good. Are you going there? Ducks just scored 2 seconds before I asked. Alrighty. Hey, Jack. Hey, at least if they hire Dorian, we'll have a lot of free time because I'm sure AL Ways might tell him with Accolini and Dorian. Not a fan, Jack? I met Don a few times when he brings his kids in from his training camp in Kamloops at my restaurant. Oh, you have a restaurant? Sweet. He's a grade A person, would have no issues. No, he's a culture carrier. He's a guy who there's not one person would say a negative word about Shane Doan. The guy is an absolute gem and would be a massive part of this organization. If you want to bring class, think about Shane Doan, especially in that president's role, if they are going to go that way. Doodle looking slick, my brother. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think first time I went on stream without a hat on. 2-1 Vegas? No, don't do that to me. 2-1 Vegas. You're right. 30 shots Anaheim. 21 shots for Vegas. Barbashev just scored. Man. Nice to have you here, Swervin. Most definitely a retrend thing, or as I like to call it, reheated non-right. Shot myself when I saw the Drager tweet. A guy, worst case scenario. All right, let's move on here. As of this morning, the Vancouver Canucks have not asked Columbus for permission to talk to Lawrence Gilman. That's another update that was about 12 hours ago, give or take. Farhan, if we're hiring a president of hockey operations, Lawrence Gilman would be top of my list given his experience and understanding of the market. That said, my expectations is the Vancouver Canucks are not looking to hire a president of hockey operations at this point, likely only a general manager, which is really surprising to me because I thought they were going to be going assistant general manager, assistant president, which I don't know what the title of that would be, which would be Shane Doan, and then whoever the general manager is. If we're just hiring the one guy, that would be surprising to me personally. He also says he doesn't believe Shane Doan is meaningfully in contention for that role. So that is a big out of nowhere kind of like stunner, really. What do you guys think about that? I don't have the list myself. Well, I have a list of guys I don't want. Fair enough. We have one gifted Doodle Hockey member. Thank you so much, man. Settle. I really appreciate that. It's nice of you, man. Who got it? Does it say who got it? VP, yeah. Vice President, yeah. I would love to know who got that. Because I can't actually see that. It won't actually show me. But if you guys can let me know, that would be great. To know who actually got that membership. You got it? You got your own gift? What are the odds of that? I didn't even know that could happen. That's hilarious. That's so funny. That's so funny. Settle got his own gift. That's so funny. Well, congratulations, Settle, and thanks, man. I appreciate it, brother. That's nice of you. That's funny. All right, next up here. Highest pick with the Vancouver Canucks. With the first round officially complete, the highest the Minnesota Wild's first round pick can reach is 22nd overall. The lowest is 31st overall. So it's gotten, and it's pretty unlikely, unless Philadelphia comes back, I believe, and you need Anaheim to win. I believe that's the only other way. During my 2-3 start with, hey, man, I appreciate it. Trust me, I do, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you. Media availability. This is a really big talking point. The Vancouver Canucks will be holding a media availability tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. after the draft lottery. Now, we talked a little bit about this before, so let's get a little bit deeper into this. And let me ask you guys straight up, what do you think is going to happen with that media availability? Do you guys think has this been a consensus? I don't believe this has been a consensus thing that's always happened. Like, I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere, right? And it makes me think they might be announcing the general manager at the same time, or they're going to know where he's going to be picking, and that's how they're going to be going. Like, that's my guess. And I'm okay with that. Like, 'cause I don't mind if they take another week, but the draft lottery starts at 4 o'clock. Now, I did want to get into this. Let me find the article for you guys here. It was on Canucks Army. Canucks Army got this one. So let me get this thing up for you guys. And I really wanted to go over it because it was good stuff from David Quadrelli. And I really wanted to talk about it, and I don't think he would mind at all. So let me just go there, click that, share screen, and boom, sharing screen. And there we have it. Oops, that didn't work. All right. So, draft lottery stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. This is from Canucks Army. So, shout outs to Canucks Army with the article, David Quadrelli. So, he mentions that obviously it's going to be taking place. We know as of tomorrow. And let me just read some of this stuff out here. I'm going to be looking this direction because that's where my monitor is currently. So, on March 23rd, the NHL changes draft lottery format. Right? So, the gist of it is the Vancouver Canucks cannot fall further than 3rd overall. And it means that if one of the teams ranked 12 to 16, so New Jersey, New York Islanders, Columbus, St. Louis, or Washington wins the first drawing, the Canucks will automatically win the first overall pick, which would be great. Let's have that happen. Out of all those teams, though, the odds of them winning the first drawing, Washington 0.5%, Detroit 0.5%, Columbus 1.5%, the New York Islanders 2%, and the New Jersey Devils at 2.5%. Right here. All right? The Vancouver Canucks draft lottery odds, first overall, 25.5%. Second overall, 18.8%. And then the rest, 55.7%. The Canucks lottery ball combinations. The Canucks have allotted 185 out of 1,000 possible 4-number combinations. And if any of these combinations are drawn, Vancouver wins the lottery thing. And here are lucky numbers, guys. I want homework assignment for you guys. I want you guys to memorize every single possible lottery combination by tomorrow. You got that? You guys think you can pull that off? Yeah? Other combinations that will see the Canucks win the first overall pick. As mentioned above, if the Devils, Islanders, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, or Capitals win the first lottery drawing, the Canucks will automatically be rewarded the first overall pick. So here are those team combinations. As for the Devils, you have them right here. Right? And over the past few weeks, Dave Hall, who's been a regular on our on our show, by the way, and we are going to be dropping another video together next week. So look forward to that. He's been writing up profiles on the top of the draft. Go check them out. There's a bunch of them. Gavin McKenna is the consensus #1. And if you guys want, we can run a simulated lottery. If you guys want to do that, we can do that right now live. It's completely up to you guys. And we can actually run a mock draft too if you want. I don't mind. It'll be fun. And here's the other team odds as well. So out of all these guys, though, who do you not want to win the lottery? If the Vancouver Canucks can't win, who are your top 3 that you just don't want to see win? I'll love to know about that. So, interesting stuff there. And let's kind of go over our team as well. Now, this is not obviously exact science. This isn't exact math with the cap or anything like that. I just kind of grabbed some of the guys I know of and This is kind of roughly where it's looking like for next season. If I'm missing any players, let me know. But obviously this could change drastically with trades and stuff like this. But here's what I'm looking at. So Jake DeBrusk, there's a good chance he's going to be traded. I think he's going to be one of the guys that might be going at the draft floor or a little bit before. I think there's a very good possibility. Pettersson's another name that could potentially be traded. It's a little bit more unlikely just because of his salary cap hit. But if the Canucks decide, if the new general manager decides, hey, we're going to be moving in a new direction, I can see them working with Pettersson, Elias there, and finding a new home for him. That would be interesting. As for people, what they don't want to see, Florida, no. And no Boston, Calgary, or Toronto. When does it start? 4 o'clock. Chance to practice rink being finally confirmed, or Rutherford stepping away due to health. I hope Rutherford's going to be perfectly healthy, to be honest. And he did mention, because he's getting older up in the age, man. So like it's obviously going to be a concern moving forward. But I just hope he's going to be 100%. I haven't heard anything going on with him there, so that's good. I will say this, like he did mention that he's probably going to be taking a step back after this draft. So does that mean he's going to be stepping back completely and just kind of chilling, or is he going to retire and give someone else the job? Like, who knows how they're going to be doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4 seems rigged. LOL. Florida, please, no lottery. Not Boston, Calgary, or Toronto. Would cry if Florida or Toronto wins. Yeah, and not Florida or Vegas. All right. I low-key want the new Toronto GM to trade us their 4th overall. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. That's too much. I don't think Petey's going to get that crazy value. Yeah, I think he can still get like a middle draft pick maybe following seasons, but I don't think he's going to be getting as much as some people might want. Playoff teams can't move up at all, pretty sure. No, it's just the teams that have the top 16 or whatever, right? And the most a team can move up is only 10 spots as well. That's also important to mention. Now, look at this roster. Jake DeBrusk, I think you guys will agree with me. Good chance of being removed. Pettersson, who knows? Lekkerimäki's going to be sticking around. Ogren sticking around. Marco Rossi sticking around. Brock Besser, I don't see any way. Like, I would be surprised. I guess it is possible, but he just signed his deal. People love him. I would be stunned. I think he's sticking around. I don't think he's waving. Drew O'Connor is an interesting name. If they feel like the value they get on a trade is significant, I can see him getting traded for sure. But right now I'm probably leaning that he's going to stick around. We can always trade him at the deadline. Coots is obviously the guy who's going to be probably making some noise. Hopefully he makes the team. If not, he's going to be in Abbotsford and he's going to do well there. They're allowed to have him there, which is new because of the new CBA rule, which is great to know. Hoglander, I guess there is a chance they might move him. He's been disappointing for a little while now, but he did pick it up a little bit at the end of the season, which he always seems to do, right? Philip Hedl, we just want him to stay healthy more than anything, to be completely honest. Just stay healthy. Go through a full season healthy-wise. Like, that's the only thing that matters right now. Teddy Bluger, he's a UFA, right? So we're not, I guess I have to remove him. So I actually forgot. I don't know why I have him on there, but Teddy Bluger is a UFA. So are we going to re-sign him? I don't know. Do you guys want to? Like, if we couldn't trade him at the deadline and we would sign him to flip him at the deadline and we didn't get him this time when he was playing well, I just don't see a point unless you just want him as a culture guy. Carlson, he's going to be a full stay in our roster. You can move him all over the lineup. Curtis Douglas, I say you keep him. He's not going to be expensive. Good guy in the locker room. They seem to love the guy. And he had some decent game, I thought, too. I thought he was all right. Aatu Ratu, probably going to be sticking around. Max Sasson, he's going to be sticking around. Fast guy. Young, right? He'll be fine. He'll get his opportunities. And Mueller, he'll get his opportunities as well. On defense, we have Zeev Buium. And as you guys know of Zeev, extremely dynamic defenseman, but is super young and he has a lot to learn, and he will learn. And he started to really come into his own near the end of the season there. And the sky is the limit, man. When he's on, when he's being creative, oh, it's going to be so good to see, man. Truly. Hronek, I don't think we're trading him. He doesn't seem like he wants to go anywhere. He's definitely not going to be our captain based off that interview he had. He has no interest in being our captain. None. Excuse me. Guys, before we continue, I need to go use the washroom. So, guys, stick around. We're going to start the rest of our stream here, talking about the lineup and other stuff. But I need to go use the washroom. So, I'm going to be right back. I need a be right back banner. Do I have a be right back banner? No, I don't. Be right back. All right. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I have to go use the washroom real quick. All right. Let's go back to the comments here real quick. We have a bunch of new ones. Where are they? Where do we start here? There we go. We got that. All right. Players keeps can't move up. We talked about that. Figures that when the Vancouver Canucks tank, it's when the rules have changed, so they aren't guaranteed the #1 pick. Yeah, but they had to make it somewhat fair too, right? I kind of get it. Like, you can't just... look at Edmonton, man. Like, running back the same over and over. Excuse me. Jake for a bag of pups. Hopefully get some teams second. I think you could probably snag a second rounder. He was very good at the second half of the season. And he scored a ton on the power play. And I think there's a lot of old school general managers that are looking at his size and production in the second half, and I think they're going to give us probably a second rounder. I can definitely see something like that. Honestly, I would be okay with a couple of thirds as well. Like, I am completely on board with trading Jake DeBrusk. Now, some people think they can get a first from him. I don't see that's possible. Second and a third, I can see something like that. I love me some Douglas. Hope they lock him up for 8 years. Let's not lock him up for 8 years, but I wouldn't mind seeing him for a few more years. Sure. Okay, production. What's going on, man? Nice to have you in here. Am I going to be streaming the draft lottery? Yeah, this is the big question right now. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm obviously going to be watching it. I am going to be home for it because I switched my shift, so I will be at home. The thing is, like, when the lottery kind of happens, I wanna just feel it without like staring at screens and all this. Like, you know what I mean? At the same time, I really want to share that experience with you guys. So I might, well, I'm definitely going to be doing a stream after it, or maybe even after the general manager's press conference, or maybe even during the general manager's press conference. I just haven't figured out if I want to do, reaction to the thing, because like I'm either going to be so freaking annoyed which is not fun, like to stare at myself being annoyed, or I'm going to be super excited and act like an idiot. It's not great either. So I don't know yet. Stay tuned. Yes, Juan Douglas is stay. Be right back, washroom. Yeah, that was my comment. Look how cute my dog looks in that thumbnail. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy. I love that dog, man. And you know what? It's really tough recently because he's been suffering from some really bad stomach problems, which is really, it's really frustrating. And it's affected us for sure. We hope he's going to be okay. Like right now, he seems to be, he's getting all the support. He went to the vet like 3-4 times. We got ultrasound and looks like it's going to be all right. But man, like I love my dog. Like he's the 100% a massive part of my family. I love him to death. And I hope he's going to be all right in the long run. He's 6.5 years old. He's almost 7 years old now. I love that. I love that guy. We always trade captains. So are we going to make Aquaman the cop? I don't know who's going to be our captain. Probably going to wait a little bit before we make that decision. Or when we trade to become captains. LOL. Jack says Oilers had 11% when they won the McDavid. By the way, the Canucks have 25%. Percentage is low because of the field, not the lottery system. Yeah, that's a good take. How many people we have traded, become captain or assistant over years? I don't know. I don't know. I guess someone can ask ChatGPT or something for that. I don't know. McKenna or bust? I wouldn't go that far. If we pick second, we get Stenberg or Malhotra because who knows, they might reach a little bit on that. If we pick third, I would be stunned if they don't go anybody but Malhotra just because of the massive need of center in the organization. The fact that he's a Canadian kid, he's big, he's strong, he skates, he shoots. Like, I would be surprised if they don't go that route. I would be ecstatic if we got Stenberg too. The guy's been unreal. Just passed his first cuts, by the way, in the Worlds. Just insane hands. His ability to find people in traffic is so nice too. Like, he's just a stunningly good player. Got several other creators together and have a group on camera. Hey, it's different. It's an interesting idea, but I'm like mostly sure that a lot of people are already doing their own thing. It's a good idea though. For the first time ever, the top 14 draft picks will also be lottery picks. Top 14 will also be lottery picks. Interesting. What time is the draft thing? Great name. 4 o'clock. It's at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Nice to have you here there. Nice to have you here, Large. Canucks have double the odds to the next team. Yeah, well, yeah, but we still only have like what was it, 50 something? What was the percentage again? 25. 1 second here. First overall pick, 25.5%. Second overall pick, 18.8%. Third overall pick, 55.7%. So my dog and my lovely wife, they just went to the dog park. Bocce, you want to go on? You want to be on stream for a sec? Come here. Here, come here. Who's that? Who's that? Did you have fun? If you're wondering about his name, I used to be called Botch Guy on wrestling ages ago, and they came up with the name on a stream one day, and we went with it. It's a crazy story, but yeah, that's why his name's Bocce. He's a very cute boy, and he's very camera shy right now. Very camera shy. Doesn't want to be on camera. If you're wondering why he has a mohawk too, that's a funny story too. Let me just tell you that. So we dyed his hair blue or greenish blue on Halloween. He got so much attention, like so much attention. And he loves attention. Like, he absolutely craves attention. Except for not on this stream, apparently, but whatever. And we just thought it was, like, they loved it. So I'm like, hey, we'll just do it more often. So we do it from time to time. We just kind of dye his hair with some food coloring. Our barber does, or our vet, or what do you call it? Our groomer does. So, yeah, so that's pretty funny. I could see Caleb going second, and if we get up in the third, still get Stenberg. Only thing I have against Caleb is we lose Manny. That's not 100% true, but it would make things definitely awkward if that's the case. But I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. What's your guys' take on it? We drafted yet? No, not yet, man. Nice to have you in here, though. Yeah, excited, man. How many hours now? Just over 24 hours. Well, like 30 hours, give or take, a little bit longer, until we find out if we're going to be getting Gavin McKenna or not, right? That's the thing. That's a woof woof. Yeah, woof woof. I also had this debate with people. Is it woof woof, wolf, 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 or roar? It's pretty funny. All right, next up, let's keep going here. So that's our defense. Our defense looks great. Willander, Hronek, Buyam. Marcus Pettersson, I just don't see him being moved, personally. Would be surprised if he moves. But if a team asks about him, it's possible. You gotta give respect to the fact that we, like, look at this list. I guess I don't have the full list here. I guess I can get it for you guys in a sec. But we got so many second round draft picks. We got from Sherwood, we got a couple. Tyler Myers got us one too, and some other picks as well. Like, they did a really good job trading before the deadline. Of course, we could have done a little bit more on the deadline, but before the deadline, they really got ahead of a lot of things, which, man, like, we're set up for the next, like, 3-4 years. Like, just ton of second-round draft picks, ton of draft capital. It's what we need. And if we want to move up in the draft now, we can actually do that. We have the draft capital to move up in the draft. If there's a certain player there that you really, really like, that's what we're going to go with. And there he goes in the background. And off he goes into the bedroom. Why? Because we have our air conditioner in there, locked and loaded. He's just checking it out. Very famous today, you are. Bachi, you want to come say hello? Come say hello. Come say hello. Come say hello. Bachi, come say hello. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Come say hello. What a good boy. I love that dog. Yes, we got to keep collecting draft picks. 100%. 100% right there. What do I think? Wait, who do you think we should get with our second rounders? All right, you know what we're going to do. I'm having a good time. I'm still in the mood to talk some hockey. I don't know if you guys are. I am. I'm gonna let you guys decide in chat. Do you guys want me to stick around a little longer? Excuse me. And we can do ourselves a mock draft. Or at least the Canucks mock draft. Run the simulator, do a mock. All that lovely stuff. You guys want to do it? Let me know. As for our goaltending situation, Thatcher Demko, really interesting, man. He just can't stay healthy, man. Like, I don't feel like there's gonna. Yes, a lot of people want us to do it. Oh wow, it's a lot of people are commenting now. All the lurkers just came out. Hey, all the lovely regulars here. Thank you so much for hanging out, by the way, and all the lurkers that have never subscribed here. I would love to, guys, have you on board, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let's do it. We'll do a mock draft. Let me just finish up with this real quick, and we'll do a quick mock. Thatcher Demko can't stay healthy. Lankinen had a tough year, man. He had a really tough year. And I feel like it's only up to go from both of them, right? Trade predictions? Yeah, we can do that too. And Tolopio, I thought overall played pretty well, man. He got put in a tough spot. All right, so let me set this up for you guys. I'm going to set up the mock. So just right now, you're going to not see my face for 1 second while I set this up. So give me like, I don't know, like 1 minute or so, 30 seconds. It's a good time if you guys want to go grab something to drink or something. That's great. I'll be back in 1 sec here while I set this up. I'll leave my microphone on so you guys can hear me talk while I do all this lovely stuff. All right. Let me do it. Click that. Click that. Vancouver. 2 rounds. Do you guys want to do a full, like, no, that would take way too long. We can maybe do a full stream on that. We'll just do the Canucks picks. We'll run the lottery. We'll do the Canucks picks, okay? All right. Should be good here. Let me share that. Should be good. Let me know if you guys can see this. Are you guys able to see this properly? If you guys are, that's great. Let me move this out of the way. Put that there. And let me know. Also, let me get through the comments here real quick. We're going to do the simulator from Will Scouching. Will Scouching's great. He was just on the show. We just did 2 videos with the Scouch man himself. Who do we get? We'll talk about it. Next year draft is very good. Yeah, man, it's stacked. Especially in the center position, which is another reason why it would be nice to get Gavin this year. And then next year you get the center, right? Low-key hope we snag the Ruck twins. Very possible. Stick around. Run the rock. Yes. Go for it. He wants to get the AC going. Sure, but I'll leave at 10:15 if the stream goes on. Mock draft and trade predictions. All right, we can do that. Maybe we can convince the Oilers to grab a goalie, or we can take Nurse. I'd love to grab their 2028 and 2029 firsts. Yes, I'm okay with buying draft picks. How many years does Nurse have left? If you guys can let me know there. Centers only. I have a feeling the Canucks will screw up drafting this year. Don't even have a GM. Well, we'll probably have one tomorrow. It's a good chance we'll have one tomorrow. Maybe. There is a press conference tomorrow. We don't know if it's related or not. Lankin is a guy who can play every 2 games instead of a guy that starts every game. Yup. Shows up fine. I can see it. I want to see us... 2 points. What's up, man? I want to see us move some of the next year's picks, excluding the first, plus a vet or 2 to move, or more first this year. That way we can age. See, it's the pyramid structure of development. So I know what you're trying to say, and I agree with you. What you want to do is you want to spread out all the draft picks. You don't want to pick everybody in 1 year, because if you pick everybody in 1 year, when their caps are done or when their contracts are ready to go, and you can manipulate it a little bit. But you want to always have players moving up through the system staggered, so that helps the development system, especially in Abbotsford, always have new guys coming up and good skilled players coming up. Helps with the cap space. You don't have to make all the decisions in 1 year. It just really helps. Doing a pyramid system with development, it just makes a lot of sense. That's why I love how they staggered all the draft picks. And let's be honest, we're going to be making more trades. We're going to get more draft capital. We're going to get even, like, you know what I mean? We can have by next season, we can have 3 or 4 second rounders. By the year after that, we could have 3 or 4 second rounders, 5 second rounders, 3 third rounders. Like, who knows, right? Lawrence has a deception quiz shot. He sure does. It would be odd if we didn't pick at least 2 centers out of the first 4 picks. Well, we'll get to that. Good God, he's only 4 years. Never mind the contract where, 4 years. You better be eating a hell of a. Hey, if it's an unprotected first rounder in next year's draft, I'll gamble on it. Their first would be different. Crop rotation 3 years, or especially not the following after those McDavid years, man. Those are the picks I would be trying to get because those could be lottery picks. All right, let's run the lottery. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. I'll put on. That blocks it, huh? I'll get your guys' comments in a second, but let's run this lottery and let's see. Let's keep this extremely involved, by the way, guys. Let me know in the comments as this is happening who you guys want, etc., etc. Randomization factor. So how much do you guys want? How random do you guys want this to go here? It's the default is 40%. We can have it go a little crazy at 50, or we can kind of make it more realistic at 30. How would you guys want to do this? I'll let chat decide here. Chat, you're up. You are up. 30, 40, 30, 40. We got 30s, 40s, 70. I'll just put the comments up for a sec here. Yeah, 8 years and 9 points. Yeah, it's pretty rough, man. We better be getting a couple first rounders if that's the case. 30, 30, 30, 40, 30. It looks like we have a couple of votes for 30 here. Let's go with 30. All right, let's do this. It's exciting. It's a little more realistic, too. Let's run the lottery. Let's see what's going to happen. Simulate lottery. Of course, in the most shocking thing said by no one, the Vancouver Canucks dropped down to third. Of course, the Chicago Blackhawks. It's good that's happening now, not the actual one, as of yet anyway. Chicago Blackhawks up from number 2, and New York Rangers up from number 3. The Chicago Blackhawks win the lottery again. Blackhawks win. Of course they do. Of course, at least it's not Florida and it's not Toronto. So there's that. That's important to mention. They went with Gavin McKenna. Stenberg went number 2. Makes sense. All right, guys. Here we have it. How are you guys doing it? Who are we looking at? To be honest, I think it's going to be most likely a no-brainer that they're going to be going with Caleb Malhotra here, especially with all the news. But I'll love to hear what you guys think. You guys can make the picks, man. You guys are up. Let's get to the comments while we look at this stuff. One Solo. What's up, man? I don't think I've seen you in here before, man. Nice to have you in here. Welcome. This way we leave the Grinch of Hockey Lotto some treats. And we have a $2 donation. Thank you so much for hooking me up with a couple bucks, man. I really appreciate that, Tilo. I really appreciate that. Nice of you. I hope the Norwegian guy can fall to our second. It has to be Caleb. Caleb. Yeah, man, like I can go through these guys real quick for you guys because I pretty much know up to 45 pick 50 very well. Like I've done a stupid amount of research on these guys. But let me just give you guys a quick rundown here. So Verhoff is a really boomer bust guy. He has troubles with decision making, but he's a 6'4", 17-year-old, I guess 18 probably now, or is soon to be 18, right-handed defenseman, and he plays like Ekblad. Like the guy can do a little bit of everything, can run a power play as well. Really, really good player, but he does have some, I guess, farts in his game, which, and he's kind of had a slow ending as well. It's important to mention. Chase Reed, a very good defenseman, skating defenseman, physical. He's very physical. But he doesn't. It's not that he goes out to make the hits, but he can handle physicality. He's also really tall. Put up some really good points as well. This is one of the guys the Vancouver Canucks were linked to. Let me just quickly let me get this up for you guys. All right. Chase Reed. So Chase Reed had 48 points, 18 goals, 30 assists. He's 6'2", 187 pounds. Might as well get the stats right in front of me as well while we're at it. But he can skate. He can do a little bit of everything as well. Smits, the guy is a pure defensive defenseman. I don't think he's going to be doing much offensively, but man, he is steady. He's the most NHL-ready defense. This is some serious business here. I think he's going to be a great player. And then you have Carson Karls who can hit. His also decision-making is a bit of a problem, but overall, he does have a little bit more offensive talent than a guy like Smits. And another guy that people really like. And one of my favorite forwards, and probably one of the most talented forwards in this draft. And my third, like, when it comes to prospects ranking, like pure skill, he's my third highest ranked prospect, and that's Viggo Bjork. Guy's a bulldog. He will go up to a guy 6'5". Gotta stop talking so fast. He'll go up to a guy 6'5", and he'll win a puck battle over and over all game. Tons of skill. He's at the Worlds right now, too. He made the first cuts. Playing on the line with Stenberg right now as well. Looks great, but the problem is he's on a smaller end. If he was a little bit taller, it would be a no-brainer. This guy would be going third. But because he's a little bit on the smaller end, that's why. So, yeah, it looks like Caleb Malhotra is going to be the guy. It just makes a lot of sense, personally. The Vancouver Canucks are linked to him, and he's probably going to be the guy. So as this kind of goes through, I'll let you guys look. I'll get to the comments. A lot of people are obviously saying here it's going to be Caleb. Cruise ships are all aboard Bon Voyage. We're on the club. I hope we don't lose it for the stage fright. Coups versus Dupont. The WHL final starts Friday, by the way. Good note, by the way, Settle. Thank you for that. Free to stream on Victory Plus. I wonder if I can stream the game itself fully online, too. I think that would be interesting. Oh, Ryan Lynn went really up there. We still had Alvin. I could see us getting a Vigo. Possible, especially if we're picking third, but I still think they'll lean Malhotra. Possibly trade down guarantees. Oh, yeah, we should do trades, too. Can I pause this? No, I can't pause it right now. That's okay. We'll just talk about them. Trades. Are you guys willing to package our Minnesota pick, which will probably be around 24, and our 33rd overall pick, potentially moving up to the draft around that 15 range? Would you guys be okay with that? Or is that too much? How much do you value quality over quantity? Because I'll just go over some of these guys. There's some guys I'm absolutely huge on. Obviously, we know the top guys there. I know, what's his name? Scouching is really high on Tynan Lawrence. Another center. He struggled a little bit in the NCAA, but he has a really good shot. Speedy guy, good offensive talent. Ryan Lynn actually went pretty high in this draft. Another offensive guy. Savanto's really young center. This guy looked really good as well on I think the U18s there. Gustafsson, defenseman. More of a shutdown defenseman, but he's been playing. I think it was one of my buddies told me he was playing 30 minutes a night these days, which is kind of crazy. Novotny is Dave Hall's favorite. Like, Dave Hall loves this guy. He thinks he should be like almost a top 10 pick. Like, he loves him. Xavier Villeneuve, really good puck-moving defenseman. Elite offensively, tragic defensively. Is he going to be the next Lane Hudson, or if he's going to be the next Fabian Brunstrom? We don't know. But really high offensive talent there. Hemming's a sniper. Nordmark, I need to watch more tape on him. Hermanson had a great U18s too. I think he was named the best player in the tournament too, if I'm not mistaken. Really good hands. Defensively still, or like his two-way game needs a little bit of work, but he's a really crafty guy as well. Klepov's an offensive guy. He plays on a really stacked team, on a stacked line. Barabanov plays with him as well. He's an overager. He's going to be in this draft as well. Look out for him. If the Canucks want someone in the third, fourth round, I know he's an overager. Going to be a good player, man. I hope we draft him. Daxon Rudolph's putting up crazy numbers right now in the playoffs. But he has faults defensively, especially with his vision. He makes some really ridiculous things sometimes. Like, it's really funny to watch. But really high offensive upside there, and he's a big guy as well. Morozov, need to watch a little bit more of him. I haven't watched him enough. Wyatt Cullen had himself a good U18s, and he's had a big growth spurt recently. He's up to 6'1" now, I believe, which is a big deal. By the way, I just want to mention, we started this stream. We had about 23, then we had about 56 people. Combining Twitter and YouTube right now, we have 287 people in here, which is amazing. I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with you while we did this stream, going over the draft and lottery and doing a mock and the Canucks general manager. And if you guys are enjoying this stream, always leave a like. It really does go a long way. Hit that notification and subscribe. We're trying to get to 900 subscribers by the end of this draft. It would be amazing if you guys can join us on this journey, man. It's been a great time. We just do so much Canucks content out here. Really chill community too, if you've probably noticed here through the chat. And JP Herbert is another sniper. All right, let's get to our pick here. Let's go to chat real quick. Possibly trade down with the guarantees. I just don't see them trading down, especially if Caleb, like, I would be stunned. I would be stunned if they trade down. But yeah, they get some crazy value. I think the cutoff is around 8-9, because that's where the talent, I think, drops just a tad. Canucks GM going to be Grok? Probably not. Is he better than Garland? Yeah, much better. Like, at least predicted anyway. No, Marcus or Liam Rock. Yeah, Marcus or Rock, like, both those guys are ranked kind of around the same way on this thing, but a lot of people have Liam ranked a lot higher than Marcus Rock. If you guys want to, like, play it kind of fun, you could go with the Rock twins here, but let me sell you guys on some other guys here first. I'll be down for that, or Savanto. One of those 2 picks plus a third. If Calgary wants to trade, there's 2 firsts, 2 R's, depending on where they want to land. Good point. Not a 5, though, but there's upside. I could see Lawrence falling in the late teens. It is possible. And I know some people are insanely high on him. Other people are really low on him. It can go either way with him. I think Lawrence goes 12s. Are there any hosers in the house? Fabled Hero. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome to the chat. Nice to have you on board here. I'm not sure what your thumbnail is there. If the Vancouver Canucks land 3rd, will you be tempted to trade back and pick up another pick? I would be. I don't think the Vancouver Canucks would be personally, but I personally would be. But how are we going to make it work? And who's going to trade? Like, look, they're mostly rebuilding teams except for Florida, and I guess Toronto. Right? I'll go rubric here. Rock. Which one? Command if you're anti-Rock. I like Preston with this pick. There's some good picks here. Let's go over it, guys, because this is fun. All right. Pip Ryan, haven't done a lot of research on him, so I'm just going to pass on talking about him. I don't feel comfortable talking about him. Alexander Command. If you guys have been watching any of my draft videos, I was on Sportsnet 650 as well just, a week and a half ago, and I talked so much about this guy because I love this guy. This guy is an unbelievable teammate as well. You know what? I'm going to show you guys something cool. I haven't showed anybody this yet. Because I made this myself on one of my things. So look at Alexander Command here, and look how good of a teammate this guy is. You see how he just slid in there? Wow, I just realized my screen protector is broken. Sick. See, he just lays down there after the game. Like, this is a teammate. I need to get a new screen protector. This is a great teammate. He's big. He's strong. Maybe not the most offensively gifted guy, but this is a guy he would give 110%. I call it the invisible trait. The trait where you can't see. The trait where work ethic is top-notch character. This guy has it in strides. This guy will get better every single season. No doubt about it. Love the guy. Maddox Dejanay's kind of fallen off a little bit because he didn't have the greatest U18s, but he's another guy, super big guy. What is he, 6'5" or something, I believe? I think he's 6'5". Maddox Dejanay. By the way, Alexander Command's 6'1", 187. And where's Maddox here? Give me a sec here. Let me find him. 6'4", 196 pounds. So big boy. Has some skill as well. We have the Rock twins, Liam and Marcus Rock. Mathis Preston is another super boomer bust guy. Very fast skater. Decision making sometimes is a bit lacking, but he has decent hands as well. Problem is, if he gets stalled up, I mentioned this before, if he gets stalled up, he kind of doesn't know what to do with the puck. Go watch my video with Will Scouching. He talked at length about Mathis Preston. He loves the guy. So there's a lot of interesting names there. Ryan Rubrick as well, another really big center. So you guys are up. Chat, you're up. Who are we picking with our 24th overall pick, guys? So this is a pretty high pick, and we're gonna go with consensus here. So I want everybody in here, all the lurkers in here too. If you guys are in here, just drop a quick comment. Who are we gonna be drafting here with our 24th overall draft pick? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's see if there's any decent trade offers here. 24th for 36th and 56. Okay, so a couple of seconds there. 24th for 40 and 48. Given not too far. 39th and 55. 24th, 46. 24th, 41st, and 58th. Nothing too crazy there. We have some votes here from Preston. We have votes here from Alexander Command. But Hart says Ruck. We have, you sold Command well if you don't get Caleb. You know what? Why? But like, we need centers. I understand if we have Command, Caleb, and Coots, and then also we have Marco Rossi. Like, I get it. But like, depth in the center position and organization is so massive. It's so important. I have no problem whatsoever. he's so tired. Just came back, right? And he just laid down behind us. So we have a cameo appearance from our lovely, lovely boy. That's so cute. He's just chilling there waiting. So cute. So, Command. A lot of people are saying Preston, Command, Ruck. So cute. It's so hot too, right? He's on the hard floor because it's just so hot, man. Just roasting. All right, let's do it. There is no real consensus there. There's no real consensus. We went with the center with our last pick. Ruck and Alexander Command are both centers. Like, they're all centers here. Mostly. All right. 1 for Ruck. 2 for Command. 1 for Liam Ruck. 2 for Alexander Command. Let's see. I guess I could do like a poll, an actual poll there, but that'll probably take too long. I'm going to vote 2. 2. I'm getting in on this. It looks like there is a little bit of a delay here too. 1, 1. So 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 3 votes for 1. Oh, is it 1? Yeah, it looks like. All right. We're going with Liam Ruck. You guys have spoken. You guys have spoken. Liam Ruck. All right. Let's see how this goes. Mathis Preston goes number 25. Pippa Ryman goes number 26. Liam Hackinson goes number 27. Marcus Ruck goes number 28 to Calgary. If this was real life, though, would Calgary do it if Liam already went? Probably not. It's pretty high. Alexander Command went 31st, so we did not get the Ruck twins in this scenario. We just got Liam Ruck. We'd have to trade for Marcus in that scenario. That's the scary thing, right? That is a possibility that might happen, right? So we got a little bit of a pickle there. All right, next guys. We have on our 33rd overall pick. This is an extremely skilled power skating forward. He's a winger, Nicholas. He had himself a pretty good tournament as well. Gleb is a big fan of Scouching. He really likes him. Tommy Blale is a really dynamic offensive defenseman. By the way, one of the more like dynamic guys. If you like, the thing is, we have guys like Z Bouillon and stuff like that, so it doesn't make a lot of sense going with a guy like Tommy, right? Jack Hextall is another two-way center. But like, how many centers are we gonna pick? Brooks Rokowski maybe doesn't have the offensive ceiling. Hey, Colin, what's up, man? Hey, Olsen. But you know, he's a big, strong guy. I think we need to pick winger here. I think winger probably makes the most sense. I think the most talented winger here is Nicholas, but I know a lot of people are very high on Gleb here. So this has actually been a very, and in Hextall, like, we already have 2 centers drafted. Do we want to go 3 centers? I would be okay with it, but like, would you guys be okay with it? I guess you can always play Ruck on the wing as well. You'll go with Nicholas. I really like Jack Hextall here. We could go with a goalie. Like, a goalie is another option too. I still think we should go, if we're going to go goalie, we're going to go with our next pick. But Dimitri's there as a goalie. It would be an interesting one. And you know what? Right wingers are harder to find than left wingers in general. I'm just going to go out and say that. Let's look up Gleb real here for you guys. Let's go. Gleb. All right. NHL Tankathon ranks him at number 43. He's a 6'3" winger. In the MHL, he had in 33 games, he had 10 goals, 14 assists, and 24 points. In let's see here. Yeah, so I haven't watched a ton of them. Apparently, some people are extremely high on them. And it looks like everybody is saying Gleb here. So let's go with Gleb. Go with the winger. Good size, too. Right? 6'3". Next pick, there's Casey. I can fast forward this a little bit now. One sec. My mouse just kind of died on me here. Let's see if I can fast forward this. Oh, it's a little off center. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at the picks real quick. Jack Hextall went. Tommy went as well. Damn. Adam Anderson's another guy that a lot of people really like. All right. Do we go goaltender here with our next pick, or are we picking another forward? Are we going size over skill? I know, I think Zach Clark, sorry. I know he's a big fan of Adam here. But there's some decent names here. Like Brett Liskey is another really good name on defense. It's a really good, solid defenseman. Some decent names here. Let me I have to catch up. Oh, that's the guy. Goalie. I would be open to something there. To be honest, I haven't watched him a bit, to be honest. We need goalie. The thing is, the Vancouver Canucks always select a goalie, man. We always select a goalie. He can probably play the wing, but he's more of a center. Like, this is the gamble, right? Hey, chat, does anybody think Philly will trade Michkov this offseason? Would you offer DeBrusk Mancini a next year second for him? Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. But I don't think, like, they're going to look for more NHL-ready players than that if they're going to be trading Michkov. Higher ceiling guys. I can see them trading Michkov, especially if they keep talking around, which they're obviously going to. They made it to the second round of the playoffs. But I would still be surprised, but it's definitely possible. An interesting man is Borchev, right? Yeah, the goalie. He's the best goalie available. But do we want a goalie? This is the problem, right? With our picks, we went with Liam Ruck at the 24 spot. And Marcus went 28. Like, this messes it up. Like, I always feel like start phoning Calgary. Hey, Calgary, we want him. What would it take? Right? It really does. Like, this would be a very scary draft for us if we went this route. Right? We have Medvedev, by the way, with our pick. He didn't have the greatest year, but, he has a lot of upside, of course. And we pick a goalie every single year, guys. No, I think Michkov would be very cheap because cost talking. No, I think he would still be pretty expensive. I don't think we need to take a Mitch. But if we take a goalie every year, man. Every year. Medvedev or Tolopil, isn't it, though? Take a D-man. Yeah, you know what? Defenseman. I don't know a lot of these guys up close. I haven't watched a lot of these guys. I know some of them. Right? Like, Breck would probably be the best defenseman that I would say is like kind of the most consistently highest ranked guy in this range. A lot of people really like him. Right? Let's go defense. Right? Adam's another guy. Picked pretty early. So let's look at both of them. Right? So Adam, 6'3" defenseman. 43 games in the Slovak League. There's 43 games, 4 goals, 7 assists. Looking more like a defensive defenseman. Wait, is Adam Valentini still there? Did he go? He probably won already. Damn. God, no, we're gonna. Oh wait, sorry, I have it on defense. Damn it. Not good. Didn't get him. Oh, it's Val. It's not V-A-L. It's not V-E-L. Oh, boys. Guys, hold your horses. Hold your horses. One of the best off. Like, this is a guy who I am extremely high on. Extremely good skating. Very high offensive upside. We need wingers as well. We need centers. I get it. We need wingers. We need defense. We need pretty much everything. I know his defense were probably pretty. But, like, my goodness, like, I don't know how he's ranked 52nd here. I'm a huge fan of him, and I'm going to just draft him because I think I know he's on the smaller end, right? Right? I think he's 5'11", right? But he's a really good offensive player, and he has a great name. But you know what? No, I'm going to let you guys decide. Oh, I just clicked it. Oops. Sorry about that. All right, and that's our draft, guys. Let's go all the way through here. And here's our picks. Would you guys be okay with this? 1 sec. Someone's knocking on our door. 1 sec. Give me 1 sec, guys. Hi, sorry about that, guys. My next door neighbor just came here at 10:20 at night and just asked if I had a thermometer. Which is, he bought you. Sorry, buddy. I know. Poor guy. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? That's it. Hey, what's it called? She asked if I have a thermometer, so I had to go give her a thermometer, but I couldn't find one. But I'm gonna go look for one in a minute here because we're almost done the stream anyway, so I can go help out my neighbor here. But sorry, Butch. I know someone knocking on the door this late. But yeah, this is our draft, guys. I hope it went well. I hope you guys liked it. This is your guys' consensus. This is the scariest pick, and this is the thing we have to worry about if Marcus goes after. Kind of caught us a bit there. But, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. My neighbor needs a little bit of help, so I'm going to go help out. So I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and look forward to the draft tomorrow. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, drop a like, drop a sub. I really, really appreciate that. And I hope you guys have a thing. And I'm not sure if they need like someone's sick or if it's for something else. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on. I'm gonna go ask what's going on a little bit more. So, all right, guys. Adios. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have some stuff. All right, for sure. Look out for it. Bye, guys. Appreciate you.